He actually said I was super young.
So that.
You.
Oh,
Do you have a question, Eric?
no, because she looked at me, then you looked at me. I was lost.
It says copy and paste with the spelling mistakes, and I just copied it before it was there, and I spelled checked everything's okay, so.
Oh, perfect. Then you're good to go. I'm just going to go over some of the mistakes everyone has been making on their journal entries, their exit tickets. Honestly, anything that has been submitted, I would say most of them
Can you
have
turn
had
that to
at
me so I can
least
video?
one of these problems. So for the first infraction, it says lowercase I for the pronoun I. I feel like this should already be like in your brain that it is minus 20 for each I. So some people have had so many baby I's that they've had to go into the negatives. But we're not doing math for that, so we just give a flat 0. And just so you guys know, for resubmissions now, it's only one time. So if you mess up, make sure that you redo it and that you have everything done. You figure out everything that you need to proofread and redo, and you submit it once. Because if you submit it and you didn't fix any of the problems and you think, oh, I'll just submit it again, it'll be okay. That's your last submission and you won't have another one, so you'll keep the grade you had. So for the baby I's, you need to make sure that it is capitalized for the pronoun I. You can also, is it
Control.
F, control F? If you control F, it will light up and you'll be able to see all of the little baby I's, and you can figure out which I needs to be capitalized.
You have to be in a
capitalize the
document.
pronoun I.
Savian, you have to be in a document. And you hit Control F, that means find, and then you type the little baby I.
Yes, you're right. So you need to be in a document when you do the control F, and then it will find all of them. So for the second one, missing header. I feel like this one has made me so sad because I keep doing name, question mark, block, question mark, date, question mark, -5. But since it's been happening so much recently, we're upping it to -10. I say it in every single daily agenda I have made, and I say it verbally too, that you need to include your name, your block, and your date. Even if you can't figure out the header and all you have to do is double click or 2-finger click, you can still, underneath it, put your name, your date, and your block. It doesn't need to be right there. I would just love to see it, just so I know like whose paper or journal entries I'm grading. So please remember to do that. It's also highlighted in yellow. I try to make it as vibrant as possible so everybody can see. That's where you put your name, the date, and the block. The third one is the missing periods. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes you guys are just typing so fast and just trying to get all your thoughts out on the journal entry. You either stop in the middle and you just forget what you're saying and maybe you just send it in, or you're just typing so fast and trying to get everything on the paper you just forget punctuation. So you need to remember that when you're ending a sentence, you need to put a period or an exclamation point, a question mark. You just need to put some sort of punctuation to let us know that it's ending, beginning, or it's in the middle. So we need to remember the missing periods. And the slang usage, the kinda, the wanna, the gotta, it needs to stop. You need to do formal language with want to, kind of. So the slang usage is -5. And I didn't say before, but obviously everybody can see that the missing periods is -10. So slang usage is -5, and under that is the title case issue. -5 for that. So for names, you need to remember that the first letter is capitalized. So for Ransford, Zaroff, Whitney, is it Mademoiselle? Mademoiselle. All of their names need to be capitalized. And also, your names need to be capitalized. In the header, sometimes you guys put your name, but in lowercase. You guys deserve to be capitalized. You deserve it. So make sure that it's capitalized, because in the header, it will also be -5. And the next one is missing quotes or italics for short story titles or underline or italics for novels. I just saw this one today and it made me so sad. So for the most dangerous game, since it was a short story, it would either be italicized or it would be in quotes. If it is a novel, it would be underlined or in italics. So if you just type it out, and if you don't capitalize it, it will be -5 for the missing quotes, and it will be -5 for the title case issues. So please make sure whenever you're including the name of a story, like The Most Dangerous Game, since that's a short story, you would either italicize it or you would put it in quotes. Oh boy, this one's a biggie. The next one is missing spacing after punctuation. It looks like a super long website because it just goes from one sentence and then you can barely see the period and then it just goes to another sentence, right? And then it's just so squished, I can't really tell what's the beginning and what's the ending. So whenever you're done with punctuation, you always need to space. So you can do a comma, a period, a quotation mark, an exclamation point. You just always need to space afterwards. I think Mrs. Holtz was saying that even if you double space on accident, it's okay. You just need to space them out. So that one is also -5. And then unclear answer transition. No color font change from question to answer and missing spaces between question to answer. This is also a biggie that I feel like you guys do. So you will see how I put answer 3 of the following questions, proofread, and then right then and there, that's when you start your answer. But you need to remember to space it out. So hit space, 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 or the enter, 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 so it drops down, and make sure that it's a different font than what the question is, because it's hard to figure out where your answer starts and where the question ends. So always remember to space them out, because that will also be -5. And then last but not least, the copy and paste spelling mistakes. Whenever you copy and paste something, you could either forget a little piece, it could just be a mistake. You just always need to make sure whenever you're copying and pasting, make sure you proofread what you are pasting to your page. It takes not even a minute to proofread a journal entry because all I ask for is 5 sentences. It will take not even a minute just to make sure that any copy and pasting that you do, you can see if there are any spelling mistakes. And again, you can do Control Find to see if you have any spelling mistakes that you want to look over.